If you see bags under my eyes, I apologize in advance. Because let's be real here, I know they're here. The acne, the bags. I'm not doing voiceovers. This is easier. I'm lazy. I don't. If you see the title for this video, I know it is really late. I mean, obviously, like, oh, everyone's done this video. Everyone's talked about the ending and blah, 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 blah. I know. And if I look down or anywhere else, I'm either zoned out or I'm looking at my laptop because I have notes on there because, like usual, I can't remember anything. I know the finale aired on March 31st, 2014. Now we're in 2017. This is late, but I didn't have a channel yet. Not till now, so I'm doing this now. Better late than never. So here we go. I saw the finale recently, and I had to say I had some new thoughts. Plus, I did look it up to see what other people said, and I thought it was quite interesting. So, the TV ending was the one that aired on TV. The alternative one was on the DVD for the whole series. And personally, I know most people, they hated the TV one. I'm gonna go over the cons and why we hated the TV one. First of all, Tracy dies. That sucks. Most people did not expect that, and it was fucking sad. No, I didn't like that at all, and I remember hulking out and screaming like a fangirl at the TV, like, what is this? What? Secondly, planning the whole wedding for the entire season felt like a waste. It felt more wasteful that Robin was with Ted. But if she had been single and had her job, and the wedding didn't work, it would have been okay, but to plan a whole wedding and then have her be with the protagonist in the end was just kind of like, it made it feel more like a waste than before. Okay, it's just weird. And Ted ends up with Robin and not the mother. Now, I was more mad about that. I was mad about Tracy dying, but I was way more mad about Ted being with Robin. That was just like, what? I was more mad about that. I don't even know why. I don't know. Maybe because the mother was like, the mother. Like, the goddess. You know, the one. The alternate ending, the pros. Well, it was not, what we loved about the ending, it was actually what we wanted and what we expected, like happily ever after, you know? Normally, we already knew what we wanted to happen. We had an idea of what would happen. Another pro is that, this is a theory, people say that Barney and Robin they have a better chance of getting back together, which I think is weird. Like, really? What? I never heard this theory till recently. I guess there's a part in the scenario, the montage, where they're all at Tracy and Ted are having their wedding, and all their friends are there, and the camera kind of pans around and shows all their faces and whatnot. And Barney kind of nods and smiles at Robin, and she kind of smiles back, and it's very subtle. You have to really like pay attention to see it. But a lot of people think that this is a hint that maybe they would get back together in the future. But it's a theory. I'll get back to that later. Now, I'm going to talk about one last thing. It's a pro for the TV ending and a con for the alternative ending. Realism and reason. Basically, what I mean, before you know, I'm not going to go off like a professor and talk about philosophy and shit, because, you know, that would be weird. Basically, what I mean is this. Most people don't think about the reason, like, why is Ted telling the story? I feel like Tracy had to die in order for him to tell the story. The show relies on continuity, and everything kind of has to go together. Basically, the story can be as amazing as hell, but there needs to be a reason. Sometimes your whys are more important than your whats and your how. You need a why. And if the mother hadn't died, Ted wouldn't have a reason to tell a story. I know that sounds obvious, but trust me, there's another thing. The one thing I caught personally recently is that if Tracy had lived, then Robin would have been alone. And I know we started to kind of hate her a little bit towards the end, but that would have been kind of sad. Think about it. She has her job, but in the end, is a job really what you want to be happy? You know, we want people. You know, I thought it would have been kind of sucky. Like, Barney has his daughter, Robin has the job. Ooh, Marshall and Lily have their kids, and Ted has Tracy and his kids. But then Robin just has her job. So it would have been kind of sad to see the alternative ending play out in real life. And the other thing was, there were already theories going around that Ted would be with Robin in the end. There were even theories that she was the mother. There were also theories that the mother would be dead anyway. Think about every widow story. you know, every story with the widow telling the kids about who died. I mean, come on, have you seen a Disney movie? No offense, not that I hate Disney, but usually one of the parents are dead or both of them are dead, and it's just kind of like that. And this went on a tangent. But anyways, it's realistic that way. You know, you gotta have that realism and that reason, and that's just kind of how it is. And about the Robin and Barney thing, that thing happened, the nod thing, it happened in both versions of the ending. So, personally, I don't think they would have been together. They're splitting up. It had to happen in order for Ted to be Robin, and it was bound to happen. I don't think there's a hint that, oh, they're going to be together. I don't think it's likely. Possible, but not likely. It's not likely that they'll get back together. Also, Barney getting mature, I think Barney's more likely to mature from parenthood than from husbandhood. Think about it. Is he more likely to mature from Robin or from being a dad? That's why I'm kind of glad they broke up, so then he can mature in that way. And, oh crap, I lost my train of thought for a minute. Yeah, I completely forgot it, froze up. But, long story short, I really think the TV ending, it's just, life happens, shit happens. Life isn't always the story pieced together by the writing gods, you know. I worded it better in my notes, but I cannot. I just can't reword it here very well. Wait. Oh, this is what I put. Life isn't always some TV show pieced together from the writing of gods above. It's messy and really fucked up. Shit happens. I can write it well, but I cannot say it well. Vlogging. Oh my god. Anyways, long story short, life happens and things aren't always this planned story that with lots of continuity that's just pieced together so neatly. And I think that's good that they reminded us of that. They reminded us that life is messy. Now, personally, logically, I prefer the TV ending because it's realistic and messy and it actually makes sense. Most people are watching the show because they want that happy ending, but personally, if you really watch a show and you know what's going to happen in the end, is it really good? Most of the time you're watching a series finale and you don't know how people are going to end up. You know what I mean? You don't want to be too predictable, and if they had gone with the alternative ending, it would have been too obvious. There's no point in watching it when you could already plan it out yourself. So I think it's kind of good that they went with their TV ending because although it was sad and not really what we wanted, it was different. You actually had a reason to watch it because you actually didn't know what was coming. So with that being said, I prefer the TV one. Not that I like seeing Tracy dead or Ted be I don't like that really, but logically, in terms of deeper meaning, that's the one I prefer, but that's my opinion. Agree or disagree. Yes, I was pissed like everyone else, but I've given it time, and I see where they're coming from. And that is about it. If you've seen it, well, I'd like to see what you think about it. Comment below. And if you haven't seen it, you should still watch the show. It's a great show. Even if you already got spoiled, I still recommend you watch it. It's a great show. I don't hate it because of the ending or anything. And that is about it. Have you met Ted? No? Why did I say that? Oh shit, I'm going crazy. It's morning. I'm still waking up. If you like this video with my channel, subscribe, follow me on Instagram, like me on Facebook. Not me, but my page for my channel. And that is a wrap. I will catch you on the flip side.